Hi everyone, Deb here. Welcome to Embellishments on the 11th, which I host each month on the 11th at noon Eastern. A group of us post embellishments of any kind and of any quantity. So this month I did two things. I made a few acorns with this long retired acorn punch. I didn't use the stamp set, but they go together. But I did use scraps left over from this Bow Bunny fall, what's it called? Beautifully Brisk paper pad that I've been using lately. And I think that's it. Let me show you those first, and then we'll get into the next thing I made, which you may be looking at there. So here they are. I just die cut them now. I have not gone around the edges. The one thing I don't like is that the paper is white on the back, and when it cuts it leaves little white edges, so I will go around them with like vintage photo or something. So just a variety. I mix and match the papers and made some acorns, which I'll probably make. Well, I don't know what I'll make with them yet. I have a couple ideas, so we'll see. Hopefully by next Tuesday. I might have to change next Tuesday's live too, because I just got a doctor's appointment made for 10:30 in the morning. I don't know if I'll be back in time, so I might have to change our thing to a different day. I'll let you know. Anyway, and then the next thing is I had bought this whole set of Spellbinders perfect pies. I made a couple from this. It looks like this, and I made 4 different ones of this, 2 different styles of pie. I made 2 pies from the Skyview pies, and I have some bits in there still. So I made one with this and one with this rim done twice, and then this cut out of it. And this, you think that's a pie, but it's all these little bits. So I used some things from here, leaves and lemon. And then I do have these other ones. I did not use this one. Well, no, I lie. I did cut one of these. I didn't really care for it, so I didn't cut any more. And I cut a few of these, but I didn't hook them on to the pies yet. And I did not make any of this one yet. This is the slice view, so it's this bit here. And then I have this, which I probably will use for some of them, because it's got give thanks, which I think I'll use for some of them. And I thought there was one that went with lemons, but maybe not. I don't know. I might use something different for that. I made lemon ones, because lemon meringue is my absolute favorite pie. So I had to do that. Now I tried to figure out how they did this. It must be a different dye, because I thought they just used like this and the white circle, but it's not the same pattern. This actually doesn't cut out the holes, and so there must be another dye too that I don't have, or I don't know. So we'll figure that out another day. But let me show you what I did. Here's the one spatula I did, pie server, whatever you want to call it. I had on the floor next to me from a different project some champagne foil, so I used that. Not my favorite. Alright, so I made 2 pumpkin pies. I'm calling them pumpkin pies. I used Stampin' Up's crumb cake for the tan, which I thought was perfect for pie crust, and I did go over it with vintage photo. The orangey color I pulled out this scrapbook.com warms, and the colors are a little off on the cover. I really wanted this color because I thought it was like a cream, but that actually is this color, which is pretty bright yellow. And I thought maybe that was the next color, but no, because that color is like really bright yellow right there. So anyway, I used the orange one. Now I can't, it looks like it's that one, but it might be that one. I don't know. And then this one is the first one there. So see how different that color is? Anyway, I used those for some of the things. This is from that yellow one as the plate. And then the leaves I also cut, no, the leaves I cut out of Stampin' Up's Lemon Lolly, and then I colored them with dye-based markers that were Stampin' Up too, with Real Red, crushed curry, old olive, and maybe a little pumpkin pie color thrown in there too. So those are the first two. I didn't put them down on there yet because I'm not sure what's going to go behind these, so I don't know what color I really want in the back. I made 2 lemon meringue pies. Again, used crumb cake for here in the crust. This yellow is Stampin' Up's Lemon Lolly, and this is just white, but I went over it a little bit with nope, the other one, that's Vintage Photo. I went over it with tea dye because I wanted it to look baked. You know, it doesn't come out pure white like they have in their picture. At least not when I make it, which has been a long time because it's all sugar and I shouldn't have it. But I like the meringue and the lemon together. And then these I cut out of the Lemon Lolly and then also out of the same paper from scrapbook.com as these, and layered them up. And how you have to do that, you have to make sure the first time you cut it out of the Lemon Lolly that the pieces don't fall out, and if they do, what I did is I put a little piece of Scotch tape on the back of these, and I took my little the skinny end of this gem picker thing, and that worked really well, putting them back onto the Scotch tape in inlaying them basically. Once I got this one done out of the darker yellow, and for that I just used, and for the glue on most of this stuff, I used this two-way zig, is it zig? Yeah, zig glue pen to get the little areas. And then the leaves, that was my only complaint with this whole set, is they only give you 1 leaf. So I had to die cut it 4 times. It would have been nice to have at least 2 of those, and same with the other little things, but I managed. So what I did is I die cut them out of Garden Green, which I also had sitting here, and then I just took a green marker, which actually was an all too new marker. I think it was number G915 that seemed to be staring me in the face, and that made one of them a little darker, and so I didn't have to die cut it out of different paper again. So that is those 2, and then the last ones are the Sky View ones. I made pecan pies out of Stampin' Up's Pecan Pie color. Now this one could be pumpkin pie too, because that orange is really orange for pumpkin pie, right? But I thought it was pretty for fall. Anyway, this looks more like a real pumpkin pie to me. And then I used white on the top. I originally cut it out of crumb cake too, and I just thought it was too dark. And I also discovered that if you use Vintage Photo on crumb cake paper and really go heavy with it, it's almost exactly the same color as pecan pie, which was too dark, so I had to redo it. In fact, I had done that with this, and so I flipped it over and just used a tiny little bit around the edges, but I wanted it to be more, I wanted it to look baked, but I didn't want it to be the same color as the pie filling, right? So these could either be pumpkin pie or pecan pie, right? And on this one, was it this one? No, this one, I actually did 2 of these because this inlaid into the first one, and then it didn't look like a raised up crust. So I die cut this twice and put it on top the other one, and that makes it look more like a pie crust, in my opinion. Now, where this one is on top, so it looks like a pie crust. It's not inlaid. So those are my projects for this month. Just some pies that I've been wanting to make, and some acorns out of scraps from that Bow Bunny paper pad that I had, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please go visit everyone else if you haven't already that's in the collab. They will be linked down below. And yeah, I hope you'll come back next month and see what we've all made for embellishments on the 11th. It's a lot of fun. I get to play with dies and or scraps or both and punches and whatever. We can do whatever we want. All right, everyone. And I'm trying to make things that I can use. Like, I have ideas for what I'm going to do with all of these, really. All right. Thank you for watching. Take care. Hugs, love, and peace.